Hey everyone, Ryan here from Dorklords Gaming. We have for you another Warhammer 40k battle report. This one's going to be a classic. It's between Sean and his Chaos Space Marines versus Rob and his Blood Angels. So without any further ado, let's get this battle started.
Hi folks, UK Mike here for another battle report from the Dorklords. In the red corner, the boys from Baal fighting for the Imperium, the Blood Angels. And in the blue corner, fighting for themselves and the Ruinous Powers, it's the Chaos Space Marines. This is 1500 points of Big Guns Never Tire with Dawn of War deployment. Let's go to the generals.
Hello, my name is Sean, and I play Chaos Space Marines. If I win, I yell, "Chaos is supreme." If I lose, game over, man! Game over!
Let's check out Sean's Chaos. Two troop units first then, with Chaos Marines led by champions with power swords. Their squads have extra hand weapons, a las cannon and a plasma gun. Each of these units is riding in a Rhino transport. Next up, 9 Noise Marines with sonic blasters. The champion here has a power sword and bolt pistol. The unit also has a Rhino transport, this time with dozer blade. Now for the big guns, these are 3 obliterators with the mark of Zinch. That grants them an even nicer invulnerable save. Another heavy here, this time a Defiler with a Dirge Caster, Havoc Launcher and Warp Flame Gargoyles. Last but not least, a Nurgle Chaos Sorcerer HQ. He is level 3, so has 3 powers and a Gift of Mutation. There you have 1500 points of Traitor Legions.
Hi, I'm Bob, and I'll be playing the Blood Angels today.
Here's Bob's Space Marines. First to the fight, we have a 10-man assault squad. There is a melter gun lurking in there, and it's led by a captain without a power sword. Next up, a tactical squad that will be splitting into combat squads. They have a las cannon and a flamer. And let's get heavy with double devastator squads. Double plasma, 1 missile, 1 melter, and double bolter, double missile in the other. 3 Baal Predators in fast attack, this first one with heavy bolter sponsons. And they all have twin-linked assault cannons and storm bolters. The last heavy support slot goes to that popular purveyor of pie plates, the mighty Vindicator. This army is led by a stock captain with chainsword and bolt gun. The battle lines are drawn and the guns are locked and loaded. It's time for the fight to begin. The excellent scenery as always brought to us by Tabletop Battle Terrain. There's 3 objectives on the table and heavy support can score. The Blood Angels objective is here behind this ruin, and there's 2 for the Chaos Space Marines in their deployment zone. Before the game begins, the fast attack Baal Predators can use their scout moves and sweep forwards. It's time for Blood Angels turn 1. The Marine tanks rumble forward again, passing their terrain tests. They are speeding towards the Chaos right flank with assault cannons at the ready. And the Vindicator pushes forward with a nearby combat squad following suit. The Assault Marines blast off. On the Blood Angel right flank, the Captain squad maneuvers nearer to the ruins. So, Devastators hold the backfield on both flanks for the boys in red, whilst the rest of the army is storming forwards. First to fire then, this Baal Predator against the Rhino. Red dice are the Storm Bolter, blue dice are basic bolters, and white dice are the Assault Cannon. He manages one rend and one glance overall, but the Chaos tank makes both cover saves. The next Bile Predator into the side armor of this red Rhino, but he spectacularly fluffs his shots. Next up, the last Bile into side armor. He scores lots of hits, twin linking his way to a glance here. Chaos fail their cover save and take a hull point. Next up, Demolisher Cannon with a big blast. That's a direct hit on the Rhino and it clips the Defiler behind. That's one pen. And another pen on the Defiler. And that's 1 and 2 cover saves. The combat squad in the ruins lets rip with their las cannon, but the shot goes wide. The Devastator's on the roof now, firing double plasma cannons. The first gets hot roll is successful, and so's the second. Here's the scatter, oh that's way off target, and the second plasma cannon only deviates an inch. It's a strength 7 shot, and manages a glance. But the cover save is made. 2 Devastators now with missiles, same squad, 1 hits. And another one glances. And he fails his cover save. Finally, the Rhino goes down with the immobilized result. That's the last hull point and first blood to the Sons of Sanguinius. The Chaos Marines survive the blast and crawl out, revealing the mysterious objective is nothing of note. And the Blood Angels finish up this phase with some run moves. This combat squad also reveals this objective is nothing of note. And so the Blood Angels' tactical advance has been rewarded with a point. It's time for Chaos Turn 1. The mighty Defiler stomps up first, and the Sorcerer engages his jump pack. The Rhino here dumps his Noise Marines at the tower before driving onwards. The Chaos Sorcerer attempts a malediction on the approaching assault squad, but fails his psychic test. Searchlights, the Vindicator is lit up. The first volley comes from the Obliterators using assault cannons into side armor here. They score 2 hits and 1 rends off a hull point. The biggest cannon on the Defiler blazes away at the weakened Vindicator. With its pipe plate, it manages a good scatter and chips off another hull point. Now for its secondary gun, I think it's the Reaper autocannon, manages 2 hits and chips off another hull point. That's the last one, the Vindicator's wrecked. This unit of Chaos Space Marines guns for the Bile Predator with the Plasma Pistol and Las Cannon. The orange dice are the plasma. They all hit, but no glances and no pens. It's assault time for the Chaos. With a roll of 10, they easily make it to this Bile Predator, and they decide to use crack grenades here to give themselves the best chance of wrecking it. They have loads of dice, get several hits there, and manage in the end 3 pens and 1 glance. It's not exploded, but it is a wreck. That's another dead tank. It's time for Blood Angels Turn 2. Here comes the cavalry, assault marines on the move. The Bile Predator maneuvers, passing yet another terrain test with a 6. Combat squads move up on the left flank. The captain's cohort on the right flank follows suit as well. They try to boost their movement with a run, but they epic fail. Shooting now with this bold predator, letting rip at the castled up chaos. Loads of hits. Lots of wounds there, one rending. The noise marine who is rendered makes his cover save, but the sheer volume of fire kills 3 of those guys. 3 noise marines fallen. Next up, this combat squad booms a long range shot at the defiler. It hits, and it penetrates. But yeah, another chaos cover save there. They keep making those. Another combat squad las cannon here, this time from the ruins at the same defiler. They hit, but fail to damage Deafy. It's absorbing tons of firepower. Now for a Devastator squad, zeroing in on the enemy Warlord. The red dice is the missile, using a signum, and the blues are the heavy bolter shots. Both of those hit, but only 1 bolter wound makes it through. And the sorcerer saves. From their high vantage point on the ruins, the Devastators try to take out the sorcerer as well. Gets hot rolls for the plasma cannons here, both successful. And it's time for the first scatter roll. That one's miles off target. Time for the second scatter roll, plasma cannon. That's more like it, bang on target. Crack missiles 2 then, 1 manages to hit. Rolling to wound now, missile first, wounds on a 4. Then the plasma, wounds on a 6. 2 invul saves needed. There they are. The sorcerer survives. Next, this bold predator opens up on these chaos marines, trying to soften them up with twin-linked assault cannon shots. He rerolls his way to some hits here, and does a couple of wounds, a nice rend. In the end, 1 and 2 power saves are made, power armor saves, and 1 is failed, so that's 1 dead Chaos Space Marine. Not contented with that damage, the Assault Marines now open up with bolters and a melter into their prey. They make 8 hits, 3 wounds, and 1 more Chaos Space Marine dies. The unit's actually taken enough damage here to take a morale check, but they stand their ground. Charge! The Chaos Champion throws down the gauntlet to the approaching Assault Marine Champion. They get in a challenge. They've got the same initiative, but Chaos go first, and use their Hatred special rule to reroll those misses there. Getting nice AP3 hits in with the Power Sword. That's a dead Blood Angel Sergeant. However, he does get to attack back as he goes down. Manages 2 hits. And gets in a wound there on a 6. Oh, it's saved anyway. Enraged by the loss of their brethren, the rest of the Assault Marines attack in this assault. They need 4s to hit. They're up against toughness 5 here, but that's an incredible roll, a lot of wounds. So, 1, 2, 3 Nurgle Marines actually die there. But, as they are the same initiative step, they get to attack back as well. Their weapon skills are matched, so they need 4s. Here come the Plague Marines, loads of dice, 5 hits in there. Rerolls for Hatred now, gets them 5 more hits, and in the end 5 saves have to be made. 1 more Blood Angel goes down. So the Chaos lose by 1, but stand their ground again. The battle is far from over. Click below for part 2.